Originally going to close the keynote with what I see now would have been a real downer. So I'm going to do it now while we have time to recuperate. Show you how there really is redemption when you read your own stuff and go, oh my gosh, let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to read you a series of questions, and each time you feel the downer, just make some kind of motion or groan or whatever, so we can have a little fun with this. Because then I want to tell you how I turned it around. Okay, so after all of that great keynote stuff about streams and clogging up and the catfish in their mud holes and all of that, here's what I was going to end with. We must ask ourselves fundamental questions. Now, don't use it up all at once. It gets worse. In fact, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 times to get worse after this. All right, so here we go. What's stopping the waters of life? What's shutting down God's Okavango Delta waters on their way to Christ's churches? What's clogging the hippos? No, they hate the church. No hippos. There are no hippos in the church. Okay, I hadn't thought about that. That would have been a resurrection moment here. Okay, what's clogging the stream beds and riverways that otherwise would break forth in the wilderness, infusing life-giving water and nutrients to the congregation? What's clogging those stream beds? What's keeping the burning sand from becoming pools for the soul-thirsty Christians of the church? Is it the educator, the pastor, the parishioner, or all of the above? We just need rain, right? No, the rain is calm, the streams can't get through. Okay, so, all right, so now here's how we recoup that. So I'm looking at those this morning, I'm going, there has to be a better way to say this. And so here's what I could give the same questions, and this is what you're going to get left with to work on. I'm going to get you out of the blah questions into the more. Okay, so what's keeping the waterways clear? Yeah, and hippos cannot be the only answer. This is not going to become Jesus, God, Moses, or the hippos. All right? The church, I can see you all now. Rocky Mountain Conference votes that the church needs more hippos. Okay, let's see. Where do the trickles and streams find space for free flow? And what do they water? A better question about these burning sands, that was the one I had a little bit of trouble with, so I'll leave you to figure out how to convert the what keeps the burning sands from becoming pools, blah, blah, blah. But here's another one. What do our trickles and streams look like, smell like, taste like, feel like, sound like in our setting? Thank you. And remember that that piece of scripture, when we figure out some of this, the great end promise is that then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped, and the lame will leap like, well, heart, deer. I always tried to figure out how my heart got into that scripture until I learned that a heart was a deer. Or those lechwees that we saw jumping all the way through. So, what do our trickles and streams look like, smell like, taste like, feel like, sound like? Maybe we don't even know we haven't figured out that they're there already. Okay, so enjoy. We'll come back in, about 7 minutes and close this up.